My journey to Gruyere didn't start off on a very good note. On my second intersection, I had mistakenly taken the wrong train and miraculously avoided paying a fine. So, when I got to the Gruyere railway station, it was an hour later than what was initially planned. A little tip: if you're traveling in Switzerland, please download the application, the SBB application, and check all of the directions from there. Don't rely on the boards, because they can get confusing. Check the application. The application perfectly said that my gate was not the one that I've taken, but I trusted the board. Don't be like me, okay? Okay. And I wish my troubles ended up there, but no, because I did so little research. As soon as I stepped off the train, I took the wrong direction again and got lost for about half an hour in a private section with lots of pretty houses, but Gruyere town was nowhere to be found, so I had to go back for another half an hour to the train station, from which I could actually take the right direction to the Gruyeres town. So eventually I got to the town 2 hours later than was planned, and I am honestly still really annoyed by that. I don't know if it was because I was tired, because I was super hungry and thirsty, or because it was super damn hot that day, or maybe everything at once, but my first impression from the town was that it was overwhelmingly loud and crowded. Anyways, I knew that I just had to slow down and have at least a sip of water. But I had to be honest with myself that despite everything, I just couldn't deny that view. And then after the short break, I was off to find me something to eat. And because they don't really have a supermarket in the town of Gruyere, I had to stop on the only cheap option that they had, which was a panini. I need to have a bite before I start speaking. This is literally bread, ham, and cheese, but I'm so freaking hungry. It tastes like heaven to me. I guess a couple of bites is enough for me to put my thoughts together. So, a party pooper. Am I a party pooper? Tell me. Before that, a couple of weeks ago, I traveled to Santursan. I like that place so much better, even though on the way here, I set up an intention to come and enjoy and just have fun, whatever comes along. And it's funny because right after that, just everything went wrong. And I have to just give in to it. I think that the most upsetting thing is not even me missing the train, getting to the town, to actual Gruyere, to the place where everyone comes 2 hours later than was intended. It's not even the fact that they don't have a supermarket here. The most upsetting part is the amount of tourists. And okay, I understand. I understand where I am. But my silly brain decided that in Santursan there were not that many people. So it should be kind of the same here. No, it's not. No, there are so many tourists, which is something that I have to be okay with. And I will be. I'll finish my panini, and I will become more at peace with everything that's happening. I think I'm just hungry. I just have to eat, and then everything will fall into pieces. Into place. Everything will fall into place. It's gonna be fine. Oh, I have deja vu. Everything's gonna be cool. We are moving towards the positive attitude. Everything is gonna be great from the moment on. Watch and you'll see. My next stop was surprisingly a Tibet museum that is located right in the heart of the town. And I'm saying surprisingly because I feel like it's the last thing that you are expecting of a Swiss medieval town. And what was even more interesting to experience is the fusion of cultures because this museum is built in a pastoral building and a chapel. Right after the museum, I decided to take a little pause and enjoy the view of the outside of the town. Naturally, the next stop was Gruyéres Castle. And to be fair, I was not really impressed by it. I mean, it's really cool. It's an old castle and there are lots of rooms to investigate, but to my personal taste, it felt a little bit empty. Like, I couldn't believe that the rooms presented there looked exactly the same way. It felt like there should have been something more, like there were things missing here and there. I couldn't really put my finger on it, but it was fun to imagine myself living in it. But of course, if there was anything that I really loved about this castle, it's its astonishing view. But to be fair, there were things in this castle that I was genuinely very confused about and I couldn't understand. Like, for example, this tortured kiddo here. Or these weird expositions of... I'm not even sure what it is. And these were placed right in the rooms as a part of the interior. And of course, who doesn't know about the famous Gruyere Museum in Gruyere? Me. I didn't know. I honestly don't like the movies, so I didn't know about the man behind those creatures, and naturally I didn't want to go to the museum, but I did visit Gruyere Bar for a cup of alien coffee. What's interesting about this coffee set is that the liquor that is served in a shot separately should be taken at the end of the whole process. And so suddenly I got an idea. I had to do it in style. The sun was setting down and it became less hot, I went on to investigate the rest of the town. But something happened. Do you remember how I said that because of the déjà vu, I feel like everything will be only better from that moment? Well, I wasn't entirely wrong, but I wasn't entirely right, because this is what happened. This is the first traveling with this camera. Fucking, oh my god, it costs like $500, and I have two little scratches, and it looks like it doesn't affect the camera and the picture, but I know it's there, I know it's here, and But of course there was not much left for me to do from that moment, so I just continued enjoying my walk, which revealed another interesting fact about this town, and it is that you can walk from one side to another in less than 7 minutes. It's not an official and confirmed information, but it definitely felt like it. And another interesting fact is that you will definitely find yourself a restaurant to stop by because there are so many of them. But for me, it wasn't time to have dinner yet. I still wanted to enjoy my walk in the emptier town in this beautiful sunset. So it's 2 and 1 and 2. It's 2 hours until my train is coming, and I have a dilemma as to if I should eat, if I should have dinner here. I do have money, but I also want to save because I'm a stingy ass. What do you think I should do? But of course, waiting for your suggestions would be a little bit too ridiculous. So I just had found myself a really nice, cozy place in one of the restaurants and ordered a beer and a sandwich under the Gruyéres cheese. During the dinner, I had to admit that when the sun goes lower and there are way less people on the streets, this town becomes an absolute magic. I remember I was kind of happy to leave. That day I felt somewhat stressful, but I also had plenty of moments that I genuinely enjoyed, and for that reason now I can look back and say, I'm glad I've been there. may not be exactly the town that I, for some reason, imagined it to be, but there was one thing, something that I absolutely failed to imagine enough, and it is how damn beautiful it is, especially at sunsets.